it's not just enough to just take care of your mind. It's not just enough to just take care of your body. It's not just enough to just take care of your soul. There's a balance there. And the balance to me isn't giving everything 50%. Sometimes we need to tap in and do more spiritual work. Sometimes we need to do more physical work. Sometimes we need to do more emotional and mental work. And that to me is the balance, is knowing what you need and then making sure you give yourself what you need. What's missing? What is missing in my life? This is something that I have to ask myself whenever I'm getting off track. Number one, what is it that I need to learn? Typically when I veer off the contagiously positive girl track, there's a lesson that I need to learn there. What am I missing? What's missing in my life? What have I not been giving myself, whether it's physical or mental or emotional or spiritual? I ask myself those questions and I lean right into the pain. I lean right into the hopelessness. I lean right into it. This didn't happen overnight. It's not like I just woke up and I knew what to do and what worked for me. I've been doing this work for 20 years, which is why I'm able to recalibrate a lot faster than I would have even 10 years ago. I worked on those limiting beliefs. I worked on the beliefs that weren't serving me. So anything that I felt like was holding me back, any belief that I felt was holding me back that didn't serve me, that made me feel like icky, there's no better word for it than you just like yuck, right? It's like yuck. I don't want that. Don't put that on my plate. It makes me feel like crap. So I worked on all that. I listed out all of these beliefs that were limiting me, that were blocking me. And again, I didn't do this on my own. I worked with a therapist. I worked with a life coach. So it's not like I just magically, did this all on my own. I did a lot of work, but I had the help. I had the guidance. I had the support, right? So you're the one who's going to have to do the work, but you don't have to do it alone and you don't have to figure it out on your own. There are coaches, there are therapists, there are psychiatrists. Like there's so many people out there that are willing to help you. So that was the first thing I did, my limiting beliefs. What are all the beliefs that are holding me back? Listed them out. All right, what do I need to do now to work through them, right? And that's what I did working with my coach and working with a therapist. Number two was I paid very attuned attention on how am I letting fear be my decision maker? And when I felt like fear was one of those things that were keeping me back, because listen, fear is just another belief that holds you back. Like you fear the what ifs, you fear the future, you fear failing, you fear making a mistake, we fear being foolish. Like our brain is there to protect us. So when we get into something that is different, when we get into something that's out of our comfort zone, our brain, it just goes into high alert unless we say to it, don't worry, we're safe. There's nothing to be afraid of. You have to tell your brain that it doesn't know any better until you tell it. So I worked on all those fears and I started to pay attention to where I was letting fear be my decision maker. Fear is just an illusion. It's just an illusion. So I kept having to say that to myself. So when I reached a decision fork, I was like, even though I'm scared, I'm going to take action anyway because I can't predict the future. There's no crystal ball. What if it is right? And then I started to become more afraid of not doing it than actually doing it because I didn't want to miss out. I have wanted this my whole entire life. I want to feel the way I want to feel. I don't like having anxiety. I don't like feeling depressed. I don't like feeling sad. I don't like feeling angry. I don't like feeling resentful. I don't like feeling hopeless. So I don't have a backup plan to feeling happy and to feeling healthy and to feeling joy and to feeling love. There's no backup plan. I have 100% total faith that even in challenging times, even when I were working the work all week and I get taken out at the knees by something or someone, I know that I can recalibrate the next day and reset and start again. I have total faith that I can be, do, and have whatever I desire, that I don't have to do it perfectly, that feeling good is the work, and if I work the work every single day, what will happen is it will constantly keep me mentally, spiritually, and emotionally strong. I work the work and I change when I need to change and I recalibrate when I need to recalibrate. And I do what I need to do to feel the way that I want to feel.